Our recreational therapy department is broken up into sequences. We'll spend anywhere from 2 to 3 months on one specific sequence. So the 5 sequences that we have are setting and achieving goals, trust, communication, teamwork, and service. And with each one of those different sequences, we have a ropes course activity, we have a creative arts activity, and we have an adventure activity. And the idea is to try and cater to all different kinds of kids. Some kids do great at the adventure activity, but they're not so creative. Other kids really excel in creative arts, but they struggle with that adventure activity. So it gives us an opportunity to squeeze different kids in different ways and really find out what's inside. At the end of each year, we've got a really exciting service sequence. And it's a really unique opportunity that our kids have that I've not seen in other treatment settings. The end of the year, we get together with the kids and we let them choose their own service project. This came about from a pretty powerful experience. Initially, I was going to assign them a service project and ask them to work on it, and the kids were pushing back and dragging their feet and they weren't really excited about it. And I had a young lady who shared with me her own personal story, and she said to me, "Caleb, you want to know what my most embarrassing experience was in my entire life?" Sure. And she said, "It was the day I was adopted. They gave me all of my stuff, they threw it in a garbage bag, and I walked down this hall to meet my new family." She said, "I felt like garbage. I felt like a piece of trash." And a lot of the kids were getting real emotional, and it was a surprise for me to hear that experience. And so I asked her, I said, "Well, what would you like to do?" And she let me know that she wanted to do a backpack drive. She wanted to gather backpacks and donate them to an orphanage so that no one would have to go through the experience that she had. So we decided to do that. We gathered backpacks over the course of 2 months. We did fundraisers. By the end of the year, we had over 85 backpacks. We had over $5,000 donated by grandparents and aunts and uncles and local community members. So we filled the backpacks full of puzzles and toys and gifts. And we took a group of about 20 Calo students down to the orphanage, and we shared it with these kids, and we handed them out backpacks. And we talked about selflessness, we talked about service, we talked about empathy. And the kids had a really powerful experience in that process. One of the girls in particular, as we sat down afterwards and talked, she said, "Wow, now I get it. The more you help others, the better you feel about yourself. That's how self-worth is established. That's how you learn to love yourself." And so each year we've done the service project. And each year we've had powerful experiences, whether it was working with a homeless shelter that specialized in working with 18-year-olds that had been kicked out of the foster care system, whether it was working with teenage pregnancy units and gathering donations for these 14 and 15-year-old girls who are having babies. We've been able to take our kids back and prepare these service projects for others who needed their service and their caring even more than our kids needed. And in that process, our kids have really learned a great lesson in empathy. They've really learned what it means to give, what it means to love others. And as we do that, their own self-worth grows, their own self-perception increases, and they really have a reason to love others and to love themselves.